All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call Haloyam Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakal Quitash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who have taught me this truth and who rule well in this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel that is scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Peace and mercy unto you. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the true Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You are the true chosen people of the book. All right, so I got this article here. As you see on screen, it reads 14 nations signed WEF Chemtrails Treaty to improve humanity by intensifying sky spraying operations. Now, Esau, Edom, all right, the wicked, the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the elite banking families, all right, they always got some whack-ass excuse, all right, some weak-ass excuse, all right, to, cover up why they're doing what they're doing. But Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the elite banking families, all right, the satanic Illuminati elite banking families, all right, them being the wicked that the Bible speaks of, the Edomites, all right, they do things like this, all right. The scriptures say, destroy them that destroy the earth. And who has destroyed this earth all throughout the course of history, man? All right, Esau, Edom. All right, how does he destroy the earth? All right, by bringing GMOs into existence. All right, the way he doesn't give the earth a break, because you got something that's known as the land Sabbath. All right, you're supposed to use the land. All right, you're supposed to till the earth for 6 years. All right, and then on the 7th year, you're supposed to give the earth a break. He doesn't give the earth a break. All right, then he puts chemtrails in the sky. Then he dumps tons and tons and tons of waste into the ocean. Then take out of the ocean what's supposed to clean the ocean, like the shrimp, the crabs, the lobsters. Then he tells you that they're edible. This man being the damn devil, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right, 14 nations signed WEF Chemtrail Treaty to improve humanity by intensifying sky spraying operations, man. All right, and like I said, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man being the wicked race that the Bible speaks of, the wicked race that the Heavenly Father has created, all right, them being the wicked, they do things like this, all right, because Esau's blessing was the sword, right? So that's why he rules the way he rules. He rules with the sword. He rules with destruction, all right? He brings destruction upon this earth. He created all the world wars. Every single war in existence was created by the elite bankers. Even the outcome of the wars, all right? They determine the outcome of wars, So this world is a giant stage, all right? It's a giant stage. And I went into a book not too long ago, all right? And I think I'm about to do a part 2 on it, all right? I did a lesson on it. It's a book called Population Control by Jim Mars, which goes into all the ways that Esau, Edom goes about to depopulating this earth. It goes into the GMOs, all right? It goes into the poisoning of the water supply, the food supply, these fake sweeteners, all right, that they because a lot of you people think it's because nothing doesn't have sugar in it, all right? They replace the sugar with sweetener substitutes, which those are even just as dangerous, man. It goes into the chemtrails, all right? And I'm about to do a part 2, thinking about it, doing this video, all right? Go down my timeline on YouTube and just type in go into the search bar, just type in chemtrails, and I did a lesson on that book, going into the chemtrails, man. All right. So, but anyway, matter of fact, let's get Genesis real quick. All right, Genesis 27. I think it's around the 40th verse. So let's grab it real quick. All right. Yeah, so when Isaac gave his son Esau, all right, a blessing, that blessing was to live by the sword, meaning to live by destruction. All right, and that's why Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, all right, having the rulership of this planet Earth right now, all right, he rules by destruction. He destroys this earth. He destroys the earth itself, putting chemtrails in the sky, dumping tons of waste into the ocean, all right, poisoning the water supply, the food supply, all right, destroying the education system. This is all part of his blessing. All right, Genesis 27, and I start at verse 37. It says, "And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants." All right, yeah, talking about Jacob. That's the blessing that Isaac gave to Jacob. All right, "And with corn and wine have I sustained him, and what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept." All right. "And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth." Right. So that was another blessing of Esau. All right, that he shall have the fatness of this earth, meaning the rulership of this planet Earth. That's why Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he rules this planet Earth right now. All right, he has the fatness of this earth, starting with the elite banking families. All right, they have the fatness of this earth, meaning they have everything that their heart could desire. All right, starting with the elite bankers, man, the satanic Illuminati elite Edomite banking families. All right. Esau's blessing, the white man's blessing, was to rule this planet Earth in wickedness for a period of time. All right, but he's getting ready to come down from the rulership of this planet Earth. The Lord's about to take this man down. All right. It says, "Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live." All right, so that was his blessing. All right, to live by the sword, to live by destruction. All right, to rule this earth in wickedness, man, to bring destruction and pain upon this earth. That also goes into Revelation, the 6th chapter. All right, talking about the red horse and the pale horse. All right. So it says, "And by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." All right. So, but the main point was in the 40th verse, "And by thy sword thou shalt live." And that's why Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he rules the way he rules. All right. He lives by the sword. He lives by destruction. He brings pain and death and hell upon this earth, because his blessing was the sword. So him being the wicked, all right, the wicked race that the Bible speaks of, the wicked race that the Heavenly Father created, the Edomites, all right, they rule in wickedness, man. All right, they rule in destruction. That's why they put chemtrails in the sky. Okay, 14 nations signed WEF Chemtrails Treaty to improve humanity by intensifying, all right, sky spraying operations. All right, 14 nations, all right, every one of them captured by the World Economic Forum, all right, just signed a treaty that gives them the power to spray our skies with chemtrails. Right, you see what Esau, Edom does? All right, because this is all happening under Esau, Edom's watch. He allows this, man. You see, just signed. It says every one of them captured by the World Economic Forum just signed a treaty that gives them power to spray our skies with chemtrails. Yeah, because the whole point of the elite bankers, all right, they have an agenda to bring forth a new world order. And part of that agenda is to depopulate the masses of this earth. All right. Look at the Georgia Guidestones. What's one of the orders on the Georgia Guidestones? All right. To bring the population of this earth to 500 million. That's their plan. That's their agenda. That's what they want. All right. They go about depopulating this earth with the GMOs, poisoning the water supply, the food supply. You know, there's over 80,000 combination of chemicals in our in the water supply, in our drinking water. You know, the faucet water. All right? There's over 80,000 different combination of chemicals, man. All right, in our drinking water, man. All right, you got fluoride, all different types of chemical makeups and all that. All right, just signed. I went into that book. All right, population control, doing a lesson on it, man. All right, it says just signed a treaty that gives them the power to spray our skies with chemtrails. All right, and they're selling it as a way to improve, quote unquote, improve humanity. All right, yeah, because they always try to they always have some type of guise, you know, to explain why they're doing the wickedness that they're doing. You know, but that's Esau Edom, man. He lacks accountability, man. All right, it says think about that. It says unelected elites, men and women you've never voted for, now deciding what you breathe. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because what comes out of those chemtrails? Aluminum, man. All right, you got barium, aluminum. All right. It says now deciding what you breathe, what settles into your soil. Yeah, because that settles into the soil. Man, I gotta do that lesson again, bro. I gotta bring that out again. I'm gonna go back into that book. All right. It says now deciding what settles into your soil. Yeah, because it settles into the soil, and then whatever they plant into the soil, it goes into the food, man. It goes into whatever grows out of the soil. All right. It says what enters your bloodstream. All right. They're calling it progress. I call it weaponized control, and that's exactly what it is. It's a depopulation tactic. All right. It says the plan. All right. The same thing with this whole COVID thing. All right. This whole scamdemic, plandemic thing. All right. The whole point was to depopulate the masses by bringing them what? All right. By giving them the juicy juice, the jab. All right. The plan. All right. To saturate the atmosphere with heavy metals and engineered microbes. All right. Supposedly to make us healthier. All right. Supposedly to upgrade humanity. But look closer, and it's about something darker. Yeah, it is. It's about their New World Order agenda. All right. It's programming us, body and mind, into a version of humanity that fits their blueprint. This is why Esau Edom has to be taken out of the way. All right. This is why this man has to be brought down. This man, listen, if this man rules any longer, all right, like the scriptures say, there shall be no flesh to be saved. This man is doing a number on the masses of the people. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the Illuminati elite banking families, the satanic elite banking families. All right, because they're the ones that have the earth in their hands right now. All right. Job 9:24, the wicked is given into the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right, meaning into the hands of Esau Edom. All right. So it says body and mind into a version of humanity that fits their blueprint. It says this isn't a theory anymore. It's happening before our eyes. It says, and when you hear the real reason they are turning our skies into a laboratory, you'll understand this isn't about saving humanity. It's about controlling it. It's about controlling it. It's about destroying it. All right, that's the plan of Esau Edom. All right, it says, for decades they told us we were crazy for noticing the truth above our heads. All right, and in every breath we took, but the people were fooled. The truth spread voice by voice until it reached the critical masses, millions who can no longer be silenced. All right. So you got Esau Edom, you know, with their, like it says right here, now the agenda is no longer hidden. And that's why Esau Edom is losing power. All right. Because he's being exposed. All right. But who is he being exposed by? All right. The true prophets and the true servants of the Lord, the Israelites of Great Millstone. All right. We have revealed who the devil is. And that's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. All right. That's also let's get that 1 Thessalonians First Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. Let's get that real quick. It says, let's get it. Is this, where am I at? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, I got it right here. This is 2nd Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. All right, and I'll read it from the 3rd verse. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Yeah, the man of sin, the son of perdition, has been revealed. Who is that? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The word perdition means destruction. All right, he's the son of destruction, because that's how Esau, Edom rules this planet Earth, by destruction. We just read that in Genesis, the 27th chapter, that his blessing was the sword, to rule by destruction. All right, so he's the man of sin. All right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the elite banking families. All right, it says, and that man of sin be revealed. Who's the man of sin? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the son of perdition, the son of destruction. All he has done was destroy this planet Earth. All right, putting chemtrails in the sky. All right, like we're reading in that article. All right, poisoning the water supply, the food supply, pouring tons of waste into the ocean. All right, destroying the education system, doing all types of madness, man. All types of madness. All right, destroying the earth in ways that you never even heard of, man. You know? All right, it says it says, and that man of sin be revealed. But who is he being revealed by? By the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord. All right, because they are the only ones that have the true understanding of the Bible. That's why they're the true prophets and the true servants of the Lord. All right, and the scriptures lets us know who that man of sin is, who the devil is, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and we understand that through the scriptures. All right, it says, who opposes. All right, it says that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God. Yeah, because the white man has a God complex, starting with the elite banking families. That's why he's trying to bring out what's known as the mark of the beast in the Bible, which is the RFID microchip. Because the RFID microchip is going to allow the elites to know where you're at in real time, because it's going to be a GPS. It's going to allow the elites to let you know where you're at in real time, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, you know, your thoughts and all of that, man. What you're buying, what you're selling, because they're trying to play the Most High. All right, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, and that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple as the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. Yeah, he has that God complex. All right, that's how wicked Esau Edom is, man. He's trying to be like the Most High. Okay, let's go back into this article. It says, where was I at? It says, yeah, now the agenda is no longer hidden. Yeah, because that man of sin has been revealed by the prophets. All right, it's blatant, it's destructive. Yeah, because that's his blessing, the sword. All right, and with millions finally waking up to the truth, the elites are backing down. All right, they're doubling down. All right, but the real truth is this word that we spit. All right, on the highways and hedges, man. All right, the Israelites of Great Millstone, because they are the ones that have 100% truth of the Bible. The Israelites of Great Millstone and the ones that teach the same doctrine, the like doctrine. All right, it says their next phase has begun. Total domination of the skies, relentless spraying, heavier than ever. And now with the WEF treaty signed by 14 nations, the agenda is official. This time, all right, they don't care about the pushback. So now let me just get Revelation. All right, Revelation, the 6th chapter, and I read from verse 3, but the point is in 4. All right, Revelation 6 and 3, it says, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, come and see. And there went out another horse that was red. This red horse represents Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. And there went out another horse that was red. All right. And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. Yeah, because, this earth right now being under Esau, Edom's rule, the so-called white man's rule. All right, that's all he has done, has took peace from this earth. All right, and that they should kill one another. All right, these wars. All right, and there was given unto him a great sword. You see, going back to the sword. All right, that was Esau, Edom's blessing. All right, the sword. And there was given unto him a great sword. Yeah. All right. Meaning, that's how he rules. He rules with destruction. All right. Demolishing this earth. Destroying this earth. All right. And that also goes in, when you go into the pale horse, that also goes into Esau, Edom. All right. It says, verse 7, it says, Revelation 6 and 7, it says, it says, and when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was death, because that's all Esau, Edom brings upon this earth is death. All right. It says, and hell followed with him. Yeah, under Esau, Edom's rule. All right. He brings nothing but hell upon the people. Everyone on earth is living in hell right now. All right, because of how Esau, Edom rules this earth. The people of this earth are mourning. They're not jumping around for joy. All right, the scriptures say when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. When the righteous rule, when Yahweh Shai cracks the sky, he's going to set up the righteous. All right, and they're going to have to go through a punishment for a period of time. All right, but after that punishment, they're going to be able to go out back into their lands and live peacefully. All right, and they're going to be rejoicing, man, because the earth is going to be under righteousness. All right, when he sets up the Negro, Latino, Native American man to rule this planet Earth. All right, which are the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of. All right, it says, and hell followed him. All right, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, you see, and with hunger. All right, that's why you got Esau, Edom killing with the sword. All right, and with hunger, it says, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth, you see. All right, the Lord is getting ready to set up his kingdom. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to set up his kingdom on this earth, and he's going to share it. All right, with his elect. That's the when the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice, man. All right, and the earth is going to be at peace, man. All right, and the people are going to rejoice. All right, but I'll leave it at that. I just wanted to get into this, show you how wicked Esau, this is what he does, man. Put chemtrails. This is under his watch, under his rulership. This is how Esau, Edom rules, man. All right. So, showing you that he's the wicked, man. All right. So with that being said, all right, call Halayim Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakah Quitash. Lord willing, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Raktazah. This lesson was edifying. All right. So with that being said, until the next one, Shalom, Shalom.